of us, and we've got your famous edgeable dies. These are so ornate and so absolutely beautiful. I know we're gonna run out of time really quickly, so I do wanna let everybody know, if you love the beautiful work apron that Sarah's been modeling for us today, this is available. It's very, very affordable and so beautiful, but we'll try to get to it if we can. Sarah, the edgeable dies, they look like, you know, lace hanging off a beautiful card. I mean, they're so genius the way they come off that paper. Welcome back, darling.
Well, thank you. I told you I wasn't going very far. I've been for a pizza because it's 8 o'clock at night for us here. So I've had a pizza for tea and I'm back. Yes, these ornate edgeables. So you know, we're world famous for these now, Leslie, and it's this very ornate look that everybody really loves in their cards. Whether you're using them just to create your own 3D embellishment like this, or whether you're wanting to use them to cut over the fold and elongate this on the shape of your card, they really are fabulous. Now, what's special about these ones in particular is they're very advanced for edgeables. So you get the actual die itself, so this is going to cut in. This die has no cutting edge at all around the outside. So it can be a create a card style, or you can add in the edge part to turn it into an edgeable. So how that looks in a card, for example, you see this one here? These have actually been cut in. So these are the designs, cookie cutter style, cut into the front of the card. Or what you can do is you can cut them and add the edge on, which is what I'm going to teach you first of all. So one of my favorite styles of cards to do, really couldn't be simpler. What you're going to do is, we're going to do what's called a tent fold, Leslie. So that's where it stands up like a tent, basically.
Okay.
And then what you do is you take the edgeable, pop it down the side of your card with that extra piece over there. So what this does is the edge then cuts away, and then you get that fancy edgeable cutting into the detail on your card. So you place all this on, and then we bring this in, and you just put this in your Gemini machine or whatever die cutting machine that you have, and it's like a 10-second pass to cut and emboss it. And that little mini there, that's going to be coming up in the 6 o'clock hour. I'm on with Helen with that a little bit later, just to let you know. So when I take this off, can you see, oh, I'm not being very careful there, but you know, we are live on air. You can see there that that's cut the detail in, but then it stayed connected. And what you do is you take your scissors and just cut that away from the card. So that gives us the cut detail down one side. Then you can do exactly the same. We just pop it down the other side, pop that die down the other side as well, make up that same sandwich. So we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to pop all of our other pieces on there and send that back through the machine. So you can see these can work either on the left or the right-hand side of your project. Now, one thing I might not have told you before, Leslie, that's really exciting about all of these is that these aren't just cut and emboss dies. They are cut, emboss, and stencil. So if while I leave that die in place, what I can do is I can bring in one of my inks and just pick up the ink and ink through the die like this.
Oh, wow.
And what you end up with is you end up with this lovely design where we've got ink through the die and leaving that lovely pattern on. So can you see I've done this on both sides of the card? So there's that same card, but I've just inked through the stencil, and it's given me this beautiful ornate base so that when it stands up there, we've got that lovely, still got the tent fold on the card, but then we've got this gorgeous design, and all I've done to then decorate it is cut in this beautiful, just a lovely flower on the front. That is the shape of this die. Now, to just put this into a pricing perspective, if you were to go out and buy a die to cut the front of your card like this, you would pay $22.95 comfortably for just a die of that size. But because you're only doing half of it, and we're doing a bit at a time, they're much smaller, and you're getting 3 in the set for that same price.
So how do I choose, Sarah? Because we have the 3 set of the classics, or the 3-piece set of the elegant, but honestly, they're really very similar. It's like you can't make a mistake with these. They're all ornate and beautiful.
It is. It depends on if you want more of the swirls and the hearts in there. So this one's got those beautiful hearts built into there. Some of the other ones have the more ornate floral designs in. Have a little look on the website and you can see the choice of the two designs. What I would say is it's Edgeables that we are pretty world famous for.
Yes.
So it's Edgeables that everyone knows us really, really well for. And so you really can't go wrong with either set or with both sets.
Agreed.
I mean, just to show you a few more ideas of what you could be doing with it, Leslie. So, for example, if I was to take what's called a gatefold card. So we've got that gatefold card where it meets in the middle. Then I could do exactly the same design, but this time cutting on the other edge. So can you see if I take the die and we pop it on the front of the card and put the edge around this way, so what it will do is it will cut this part away and stay connected to your card here. And then when you do that nice inking technique again, this is what we're talking about. So can you see?
Yes.
It stayed connected in the card. We did all of that inking throughout, and this is what cut away that fancy edge. And you can see the beautiful detail in the embossing there. Then you get this gorgeous gatefold, which meets together in the middle. And again, with a little bit of decoration, these become incredible, really ornate cards. There's not an awful lot going on the rest of this card here because we've put the detail with that edgeable there.
And I have to tell you, normally these sets, and remember, whatever you choose, whether you choose elegant or classic, you're getting 9 pieces in your purchase today, whether you choose either or, right? And please go to hsn.com because we are out of time, but they're normally $31. Today they're $22.95 while supplies last. They always sell out, Sarah. It's happening again. They are very popular because my goodness, it looks like it's wedding lace. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we are wrapping this up, but you can stay in the ordering process. Fastest way to get them before they go is 075-772. Sarah, we have just a couple of moments left to talk about your apron in your signature Crafter's Companion Royal Purple with these gorgeous